Hello everybody and welcome to Tammy's Tiny Tots Reborns. Well, it is Wednesday. Sorry I did not make a video this week so far. Things have, well, I did make one video, the box packing video. But I haven't made a video because well, things have just been a little chaotic for us. John's uncle that he cares for had a little fall down, so yeah, that had to be taken care of. So I am going to change this sweet girl. This is my silicone that I painted. This is Octavia. That's what I call her. She's got a little boo-boo on her face thanks to my stupid cat. Brat. Anyway, she doesn't need a powder or anything. She's really good that way. But I thought I would do a tag that I made up a tag. So this is Tammy's Tiny Tots Reborns Spring 2022 tag. So it's our spring tag, I guess. Or whatever. It's just a tag. It doesn't have a specific name. It's just a tag. So we're going to change Octavia. And I'm going to change her into this new outfit I just picked up for her at Winners, which is a little short romper that's sleeveless with a headband. It's almost warm enough for it, but not quite yet. But we're going to put it on anyways, right, Octavia? We don't care. No, we don't care. I got to work on getting her rooted soon. I have to still root her. So, all right, so here's our tag. Question number 1 is, how long have you been collecting Reborns or silicones or any other dolls? So, and I'd love to see this tag carry on and see it on other channels. If you do not have a channel and you want to answer the tag questions in the comments, you can, but there are 10 questions, so it will be quite a long comment that you're writing. All right, so question number 1 is, how long have you been collecting Reborns, silicones, or any other dolls? I personally have been collecting dolls since I was a little girl. My mom started me collecting porcelain dolls. But I loved dolls growing up. Like, whatever, right up until my mom literally said, "Aren't you a little old for dolls?" You know? I was wanting whatever the newfangled doll was that was out on the market for that year. Like, I got Cabbage Patches when they were out. I had a few different Cabbage Patches. I had dolls, like I had this doll called Tippy Toes, and she walked behind a stroller. And I had just whatever newfangled doll was out at the time, until right up until the year my mother said, "Don't you think you're a little too old?" So yeah, I was literally always getting a doll. I put a different diaper on her because we've got a koala diaper here, and I'm going to put that on her instead of the one she's wearing. But yeah, so I was collecting. I loved my dolls, period. I loved any dolls while I was growing up. So I did collect quite a different dolls as I was growing up. But I did find the Reborns years and years and years ago. I discovered them online, but the problem was I didn't have the money to purchase a silicone back then because my kids were young and they, everything they needed was way more important than me buying a doll. But now, as a grandma, I'm able to. So I've been collecting forever. Now, when it comes to the Reborns, 4 years. I've been collecting Reborns for 4 years. And silicones I started collecting after the Reborns. Probably about a year, maybe 2 years ago, I started collecting Reborns. So, or silicones, I mean. All right, I think I got that off of there. So, that's question number 1. Question number 2. When you first started to collect, did you expect your collection to get to where it is now? No, I did not, honestly. When I first started collecting the Reborn dolls, I thought I'd just probably get like one doll and that'd be it. I'd be finished. Like, oh, one doll, but it's not a one doll thing, is it? If anyone else wants to comment on that, it is definitely not a one doll thing. You think it's going to be a one doll thing, but you thought wrong. Totally wrong. We're gonna put this headband on. So yeah, I thought, oh, I'll just get one doll and I'll have fun with that one doll. And, I thought about making a YouTube channel, but I didn't at first. But then afterwards I was like, yeah, I'm going to. So yeah, I didn't expect that. I also never thought that I would start making Reborns myself. I never ever thought that. And I honestly never thought I'd get into painting silicones. Now, I'm not fully painting silicones yet because I still have to buy all the supplies. But I never expected that that's where it would lead. I honestly just thought I'd collect one, maybe 2 of them or whatever. And, but only get a second one when I started my YouTube channel kind of thing. And then I was just going to get them for my birthdays and stuff every year. Birthday or Christmas kind of thing. And it blew into this. Having a YouTube channel and doing everything. Like having, all these dolls and making them. And I think I was most fortunate. To be honest, I think the most fortunate thing for me in all of it was living as close as I do to McPherson's. I think that actually helped me a lot in this, getting into where I'm at in the Reborn community, like in the reborning, in the doing this hobby. So, but no, I never thought that my collection would be kind of where it is. Question number 3. How many dolls is too many dolls? For me, I don't know. I mean, I prefer to I have a certain amount of space, and if I, overflow it, I want more places to put them. I like each baby to have their own little particular spot. Now, right now, I've almost filled the space I have. And to where, right now I have room for 1 boy, or 2 boys and 2 girls. I have room to add to my collection. And that's it. So I can get 4 more babies, and then I've ran out of space to put them, and I don't want to I don't want to overflow what space I have, but we are moving at some point, and I will have a new space for my studio and my Reborns and stuff. So you never know, I might have more space in the new house. And if I do have more space in the new house, then the collection will get even bigger and we won't care, right? Yes, because we'll just get more stuff. Because right now I have eliminated out of my nursery, I have I have a bouncy chair in Elena's room, a bouncy chair downstairs in the play area with Elena's cabbage patches sitting in it, and I have a car seat. So I still have 3 more pieces of furniture I can add to this room, and I also have my car seat that I keep in here, And I have another car seat. I have 3 car seats actually. So, I could put them in car seats too in the room. So, yeah. And if when we move, if I have more room, I also have a playpen, which the playpen was where I had intended to keep the for sale babies. Just start filling the playpen up with for sale babies. So if that happens and I can fill up the for sale or get a spot to put my playpen up so that I can put the for sale babies in there, then that will open up 1, 2, 3, 4 more spots for dolls to go on the shelves that I have. So technically 5. Um, I could get my daughter's dolls are in my nursery now. So technically when they'll go back to her and I'll have their spots too. So that'll work out. So yeah, lots. I have lots of, I could still try and make more, have more, but I want to make sure I have just the right amount that for the space I have. I don't like to cram babies together. I like them to look really adorable, cute, laying in their spots or in their little beds or whatever. Her hand just keeps flopping. Okay. So I don't know if there'll ever be too many dolls. Just for me anyways. Unless I run out of spots to put them. Then that'll be when my limit hits. Now that it is getting warm, number 4, now that it is getting warm, do you have any plans to take your babies out? I want to take my babies out on outings. I'd like to take a baby fishing on a fishing trip. With John and I, and that'll be a funny video because John's always funny whenever he comes on one of my videos. So I'd like to take a baby fishing. I'd like to take them, definitely get out and do some hiking, and I will be doing an outing video probably with Octavia here in St. Mary's this month, because I am going to be going back to St. Mary's for 3 days, and I plan to take Miss Octavia, and we're gonna go in the stroller and we'll do an outing video with her for sure. Number 5, will your collection ever be complete, or will you continue to add babies, or do you sell to add new babies? I don't think my collection will ever be complete. I think it'll always be letting 1 or 2 go to bring something new in, kind of thing. Because sometimes it's nice to pass on a doll to someone else and do something new in your collection, have something different, and it, at least then you can have your, oh, I forgot to put your shoes on. At least then your collection can, evolve in a sense. And that's, I think, what I'll probably always do is have my collection changing and evolving in a sense, because and I'll probably, for a while I'll collect, and then when I run out of spaces to put babies, then I will put it to where I have to sell one to make room for one. So right now, I was getting my collection towards where I only have limited edition sculpts, but I have chosen to keep my Levi. I had him up for sale, but I've chosen to keep my Levi, and he is not a limited edition sculpt. He is an open edition. As well, I have Rosalie. She is also another open edition. And I have Saskia, and he is also an open edition. But my Saskia is a mixed Saskia. He has Saskia head, but he has different limbs. So he's not really technically a full-blown Saskia. So he has those 3 kits in my collection are not limited edition kits. Everything else I have are limited edition kits that you can only get so many of each kit, of that kit. So that is kind of what I've been doing with mine, but so that's why I did go through a big sale there for a while where I was selling a whole bunch of babies. Yeah. It was because I was getting rid of not limited edition kits and to pay for, help pay for Thorman, who is a limited edition kit. My silicone. Oh my gosh, she is so sweet. I just love this baby so much. She's like actually one of my favorites now in my collection. Number 6. Do you have plans to attend a doll show either as a customer or a vendor, or just watch doll show videos? Well, I am going to be attending 2 doll shows this year. As far as I know, I have a table paid for one doll show already. I have paid for the London, Ontario Doll and Teddy Show. But I have put in a request to do the Ottawa doll show as well and it's in October. So the London, Ontario Doll and Teddy Show is in September, and then the Ottawa show will be in October. So yeah, I'm planning on doing both as long as I can get a table at the Ottawa show, but I'm pretty sure I have a table. They just have not asked us to pay for them as of yet. I have paid for the London table. It's all paid for, but the Ottawa one I haven't. Now, I know my friend Sarah and my friend Lana and we did, Sarah put in a request to the Ottawa Doll Show that our three tables be side by side, because we intend to, none of us are bringing a helper for our tables. So we want to be each other's helpers so that each other can go to the washroom, go grab something to eat, whatever. I could step out, for fresh breath of fresh air, or Lana could step out for a breath of fresh air, or Sarah, just so we can get out and also be able to go and check out the doll show as well, right? Like, you need someone to watch your table so you can go and do a doll show or check out the doll show. Now, I'm the only one of the 3 of us that has a YouTube channel, but I will want to do a quick run around the doll show for all of you, because I know before I even knew about the doll shows and stuff, I loved watching the doll shows vicariously through everyone who could attend a doll show and seeing what's there and what it's all about. And it was just so much fun to watch the videos. So I like to make videos so that anyone who can't make it to a doll show can actually see a doll show. Now, the doll shows I go to are nowhere like the Rose doll show that a lot of people post on videos of. They're not like that, or what the IDTS doll show in Florida was like, or what the Kansas doll show is like. Our doll shows are much smaller and not nearly as big, so I don't it won't, like, you won't see a baby shower or a banquet or anything like that at any of the doll shows that I go to, and they're too small for that kind of thing. But I will be doing those too, and then I will be watching all the doll show videos out there from everybody. I know some of my Australian friends have doll shows coming up too, and I can't wait to see their videos of doll shows, and my American friends from the Kansas doll show and stuff. I love watching all those videos, so I can't wait to see everybody's doll show videos. I look forward to them every year. I do. Number 7, what size and gender of baby doll are you most drawn to? I have to say I'm pretty drawn to newborn to about 3 months. Those are the size that I seem to be more attracted to and enjoy dressing and stuff like that. I have preemie babies, and I love my preemie babies, but I do find that you can get much more variety of clothing and stuff for newborn or 0 to 3 months. So I kind of like the newborn to 0 to 3 month size babies. I did have a toddler once, and it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my cup of tea to have a toddler. So yeah, but I might get a toddler again and give it another try, but I don't know. It wasn't quite, I found her hard to dress and even harder to do on video. Definitely hard to do on video. All right. Number 8. After you started to collect Reborn dolls, did anyone you shared your dolls with start to collect too? For me, yes. My daughter started collecting, and I've had a few old friends message me about dolls, and my one daughter, she wants to get a couple dolls, but I think she'll probably wait until Atlee is a little bit older before she gets a doll. She did want to get a set of twins that represent her and her brother, because they are a boy-girl set of twins. And I know she wanted to get a set of twins to have a baby, her and a baby of her twin brother. And that was what she was looking at. But I know for a fact that I have the one baby, well, 2 of the babies now, that I have remind her of Atlee, and I know she loves them, and if I was ever to part with them, she'd want one of the 2, which would be my little Silas, which is the Blessing sculpt by Marita Winters, and my new little silicone baby boy, because he looks a lot like Atlee at when he was first born, and Atlee being a preemie. So let's see if you can tuck your thumb. Can you tuck your thumb? She says no. She can, but doesn't like to stay in her mouth for very long. Oh, there we go. All right. So, number 9. Have you made friends in this hobby online or in person? That's part A. And then part B is, how do you go about finding people that may live near you that are in the hobby? So I thought this question would be a good question of, yes, I ended up meeting a lot of people through this hobby. Luckily, I live within a short drive of the McPherson's craft store, where I made friends with the people that work there, that sell all the stuff to make these dolls, and they sell completed dolls in the store. I was also lucky enough, and this doesn't happen for everyone, but I was also lucky enough that I live in a city that holds a doll show, and I live within a distance of where other doll shows are being held. I live in London, and there's a London doll show. I live an hour and a bit from Cambridge, which there's another doll show there. There's another doll show in Toronto, which I live about 2 hours from. And then Ottawa is about, it's probably about over 6 hours a drive from where I live, but I can go to the Ottawa one as well. So that's pretty awesome. And you can meet people at doll shows and stuff like that. Meet artists, become friends, because you see them regularly and you talk to them, and then get their email or whatever, or make friends with them on Facebook afterwards, like after the doll show, stuff like that. So that's a great way to meet people as well. Now, just a little tip, and this is how I met some ladies here in London, is you can go on groups. For instance, okay, I wouldn't, because I'm a Canadian, I would only do this on Canadian groups on Facebook. I'd join some groups and make a post saying, just wondering where everyone lives, looking for reborn friends that live close to, maybe start get-togethers. And it works. It really does work. There was a post, I can't remember what group it was or whatever, but I was part of something, and somebody had posted, put down where you live. And so I put London, Ontario, Canada. And then someone commented underneath mine and said, I'm from London, Ontario, Canada. And then we met and became friends. So it's that easy. It can be. It honestly can be. You won't even think that somebody in your local area, you'll be like, no, nobody else collects these dolls but me, right? But then you'll turn around and be surprised. You'll be like, oh my gosh, there are other people close by. And you might be able to make some friends where you could go out to the mall. Go shopping together, take your dolls on outings. Because let me tell you, taking your dolls out with other people, it's so much easier in numbers. When there's more people, you don't look as crazy or feel as crazy when there's others there that are, of the same mind as you. And yeah, it's awesome. It's truly, truly awesome. So that's a way to look for friends. Any Facebook group. You could also start it in the comments on somebody's video if you wanted to. If you watch live YouTube videos, because there are some channels, I do lives once in a while, but there are some channels that do lives here and there, and you could go in the group and say, hey, I'm from Ontario, Canada. You don't even have to limit it down to your city. Just limit it down to Ontario, Canada, and say, is there anyone else from Ontario that, that's would want to be friends? And then you start being friends with the person that way. And it works great. You can make friends. You can do things together, go on outings, have that person come visit, whatever, trust me, it's well worth it to put yourself out there and try and find friends in the community, because you will find you will have so much more fun if you can share it with others. And it just it opens up your the hobby a little, like, even more to you. Like, it just opens it up a lot, even more than what it already is. All right, so there is number 9 completed, A and B, and giving you some tips on how to find people in the hobby. And number 10, has the way you collect now, dolls or clothes, changed since you started collecting? I have to say yes. When I first started collecting, I was I didn't have a lot of money to spend on the dolls. And so I was like running to secondhand shops, Once Upon a Child, Value Village, places that sell things at discounted prices. And I was getting secondhand clothes for my dolls. Now I have a lot of clothes from buying secondhand. At first, I still have quite a bit of that. Like, I always bought it if it was in good condition. So I still have a lot of the clothes that I originally started buying. And now I find, like, I went for a while where I was buying a lot at Carter's and Walmart and stuff on clearance, and putting those in my collection. And then, like, in my collection of clothes. And then I started, now, just recently, I'm buying more expensive looking outfits and more, fancy kind of outfits. And I'm starting to pull away from my personal collection, from Carter's, Walmart, things like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll still find little Carter's preemie stuff and stuff for my preemies, because that their preemie line's amazing. But I think that now I won't be doing as many hauls of stuff, unless, because I'm more trying to go with the more fancy type outfits, like this little green dress set that I found for her, and like, stuff. Well, this outfit's not really fancy, but little stuff like this, and less of the Carter's generic kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong. If I find something really cute in a line that I really like or whatever in Carter's, I will buy it for my babies. But I'm not buying as much as I was before. That's another huge difference in how I'm in regards to clothes. I'm not buying as much anymore as I was buying because I just don't need a whole lot. So now I just add 1 or 2 pieces here and there and go from there. Well, there is my really long tag. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I will I hope to, if let me tell you, if you put in the comments that you're going to do this tag on your YouTube channel, I will come and watch it, because I want to hear all your wonderful answers. So please, if you're going to make a video and do these in a video, please let me know in the comments that you're making a video so I can come to your channel and watch the tag video, because I'd really, really like to see it. If you want to add your answers in the description or the comments below, not the description, the comments below, go ahead. I'll read them there too. Or if you just want to pick a couple questions and give me the answers, you're more than welcome to do that too. But I hope to see some people doing this wonderful new tag. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day. Hit that like if you liked this video. Hit that dislike if you didn't, because that's okay too. But most of all, everyone, stay safe and smile, and share a smile with a friend. Bye-bye.